Mamata. My pranams to all Atmajyothis, divine light of the self. I welcome all of you for today's storytelling session of King Vikramaditya, one of the greatest kings of India. Have you heard name of King Vikramaditya? So let me tell you what is special about King Vikramaditya. First, let us offer our pranams to Guru. Okay, then we'll start story of Vikramaditya. Hold your hands. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo, Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat, Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri, Gurave Namaha. So I welcome all the children and parents for today's storytelling session. Story of King Vikramaditya. So you have heard of Vikram or Bethal, the stories, right? You remember that? Vikram or Bethal. So there was a king, okay, to fulfill a promise, he goes to burial ground and takes a dead body. The dead body becomes a ghost. It sits on the back of the king and gives him tough puzzles. And if he doesn't answer the puzzles, his head will be broken. So that is the, and there are very, very interesting puzzles and stories. They're called Vikram Bethal. You should read the stories, very nice stories. So King Vikramaditya is known for Vikram Bethal stories. There are many, many stories which he is famous for. Okay. First, let us understand what is the importance of King Vikramaditya in Indian history. This is the picture of King Vikramaditya. When was he born? He was born just before Christ, about 2050 years back. He was born in a place called Ujjain in Madhya Pradesh. So we have heard the story of King Vikramaditya and Bethal. But what we have not heard, how powerful is the king? Actually, he was most powerful king India has ever produced. You know that? And we say that this is year 2020, right? Do you know that this is year 2077 of Vikrama Samvat? In Hindu calendar, we celebrate the victory of Vikramaditya, and this year is 2077 as per the Vikramaditya calendar. You know that? So what we say at year 2020 is according to Christian calendar. They say before Christ and after Christ. But in Hindus, we say before Vikramaditya and after Vikramaditya. That's why we say 2077 is the year of, we are in the 2077 year based on the victory of Vikramaditya. And we celebrate New Year. You know that? Many people celebrate Deepavali as New Year. You know why? Because that's the day Vikramaditya got victory. He was known as very, very powerful emperor, Samrat Vikramaditya. So look at the map of the world. Okay. The map of the world, what shows the green, the saffron color is all the places Vikramaditya has conquered. You can see how big was India at that time. It has gone all the way up to Middle East. All these countries, Saudi Arabia, Iraq, all those are conquered. And this side, Thailand, Malaysia, and above half the China. So he had created a very big empire. That's why he is called Emperor or Samrat. He had conquered Middle East, Far East, and parts of China. But unlike other rulers, he was a very, very good king. Wherever he goes, he used to take care of people. People were so happy that he is the king. He will never create a problem for people. He will help people. And everywhere, people celebrate the victory of Vikramaditya, and he is called a great king. That's why in the name of Vikramaditya, we celebrate the new year every Deepavali. The Deepavali day is called Vikramaditya Victory Day. So I'll tell you one story of Vikramaditya. This is the throne of Vikramaditya. You can see it has so many picture of women, right? There's a very, very interesting story of this throne. King Vikramaditya was born in Ujjain, okay? And he, at the age of 8, he decided, I want to get enlightened. And he went for meditation. 12 years he did a meditation. And at the age of 20, he became enlightened. A fully God-realized person. And then after that, he became a king. A king who is God-realized is called Rajarshi. Then he started, a king's job is to ensure that all people are happy, they prosper, and people don't trouble the kingdom. So Vikramaditya started expanding the kingdom. Many other parts of the world, they said, please come to our country, conquer our country. Our rulers are bad, so help us. So that way Vikramaditya expanded his kingdom from all of the India to Middle East, China, and Far East. I'll tell you one story of King Vikramaditya. After many years after King Vikramaditya had passed away, okay, so after some 500-600 years, there was one king called Bhojaraja. Bhojaraja was there, a great king. So Bhojaraja, one day he was going in a, one day he was, people invited him. See, there's a lot of animals are troubling us. The tigers and other animals have become more. Please come and kill some animals so that the animals don't disturb us. So the king Bhojaraja goes for hunting with the soldiers. They kill so many animals so that the animals don't disturb the people. And while coming back, King Bhojaraja and his soldiers were thirsty. They come near a place, a beautiful garden, a wonderful garden. And that garden, a beautiful garden, and there was a person who is sitting on a stone slab. His name is Sarvan. The Sarvan says, looking at the king and soldiers, he says, oh, please come to my garden, drink water, okay, whatever fruits you want to eat. Please, you must be tired. Please come, okay, be happy, eat. He invites them very, very beautifully. With very due respect, he calls them. So the king and soldiers go into the garden. The moment they enter the garden, they feel very peaceful. So peaceful. There's a total serene environment in the garden. So the king is surprised. They start eating the fruits. The garden has variety of fruits, variety of vegetables, variety of greenery. So many flowers. The garden is so beautiful. The king is surprised. How did you make such a garden? Then Saravanan comes near the king. Saravanan, okay, the moment he comes near the king, Saravanan starts shouting, who are you people? How did you come into the garden? Okay, who allowed you to come to the garden? This is my garden. You are not supposed to come inside. Very surprising change in the behavior of Sarvan. When he is sitting on the stone, he behaves very gentleman, very nice, very peaceful. The moment he comes down from the stone, he is very rough, ruthless. So king is surprised. He thinks there must be some speciality in that stone. Then what he does, he gives the money to Sarvanan. He says, I will buy this garden. Please give me this garden. He'll give a lot of money to Sarvanan. Sarvanan is happy. He takes the money. Then king calls his soldiers and asks them to dig at the stone where the Sarvanan is sitting. When they dig the stone, they'll find a very beautiful throne made out of gold. See, this is the throne, golden throne. Okay. In the golden throne, there are sculptures of 32 beautiful women. The stone, this throne is shining like anything. The king had never seen such a powerful, beautiful throne. He decides that he will use that throne. He is a king. He'll use the throne, and he takes the throne to his palace and keeps the throne. Then one day he goes to sit on the throne. Immediately, one of the girl's picture, one of the girl's statue in that stone comes up, becomes alive. She says, "Wait, you are not supposed to sit on this throne." Then he asks, who are you? Then she tells, "This throne belongs to King Vikramaditya. He is the greatest king in the world. He was the enlightened king. He took care of his people very well. Everybody was happy in his kingdom. He was the most intelligent, most smartest king India has ever produced. He is a Rajarshi, an enlightened king. You don't have the qualification to sit on this throne. You don't have the qualification to sit on this throne." Then Bhoja Raja asks, "Please tell me the story of King Vikramaditya." Then that girl, that lady in the stone, she tells story of King Vikramaditya. How great was King Vikramaditya? How far he went? How many people he conquered? How many kings he conquered? How did he was known for his righteousness. Whatever he speaks the truth, and he helps people, and he is known, so his justice is perfect because he is an enlightened king, and he gives a perfect justice, and nobody who came to him is ever felt dissatisfied. So like that, then she disappears. Like that, one by one, king every day hears one story from one lady who comes from that sculpture, the Simhasana. Every day he hears the story, great story of Vikramaditya. Then when the 32nd lady comes, then he asks, "What is this throne? Okay, how did this throne come into picture?" Then she tells the story of the throne itself. The King Vikramaditya, so great king, he had a perfect justice system in his kingdom. Indra Deva, the god of Devatas, he heard the ability of Vikramaditya. Vikramaditya is perfect in his justice. He wanted to test King Vikramaditya. Okay. Then he invites Vikramaditya to his Devaloka. In Devaloka, he says, "Vikramaditya, I have heard that you are the best judge in the world. Perfect. You'll never make a mistake. Now I want to test you." The Vikramaditya says, "What is test?" Then Indra says, I have the best dancers in the world. Menaka and there are two Apsaras, Urvasi and Menaka. There are two best Apsaras in the world. They are perfect dancers. Now you have to judge who is the best dancer in these. It's very difficult question because they are Devatas. If Vikramaditya gives a wrong decision, they will curse him. He has to give a perfect decision. How does he give a perfect decision? Then Vikramaditya says, gives two garlands, the flower garlands to them. He puts two garlands on their neck. And he says, you have to dance, okay, without dropping this garland. Garland should be on your neck all the time. So one who dances without falling off the garland is the winner. What he had done, he had kept scorpion in the garland. Garland of both had a scorpion. So then Urvashi and Menaka starts dancing. and the scorpion starts stinging. The Menaka is not able to dance. She stops dancing. Urvashi, the scorpion stings her. But what she does with her ability of dance, she calms down the scorpion. She makes the scorpion peaceful and completes the dance. Then Vikramaditya says, Urvashi is the winner. King Devendra is so happy with the judgment of Vikramaditya. Even Urvashi and Menaka are so happy. He gave a perfect judgment. So Urvashi was able to, a dancer should be able to help bring peace and happiness in people. Urvashi was able to bring peace and happiness even in the scorpion. That's why she is the great dancer. So then Devendra says, I will bless you with the throne. And he gives this throne to Vikramaditya. This throne is known as Vikramaditya throne. Anybody who sits on that throne will have a very peaceful mind, because it's a person where enlightened person is sitting on the throne. That's why the throne was in the ground, and one slab was there. The Sarvananda who met Bhojaraja, the gardener, was sitting on that, and when he sits on that throne, he will feel very peaceful. Then he invited King Bhojaraja. But the moment he comes out of from the stone, he is angry, jealous, hatred. So the stone, where the place where an enlightened being sits, has become vibrant, very, very, very powerful. It has the power of dharma in that. So the Devendra says this stone this throne has 32 apsaras, 32 divine dancers. They are cursed by one sage, Rishi. So they are there, and in this throne. Now these people will sit in your throne and listen to your glory. They will monitor you, how successful you are, how great king you are. They will remember. And the day these apsaras tell your glory to another king, they will become free from your curse. That was the blessing of Devendra. So King Vikramaditya sat on that throne and ruled for many, many, many years. And these apsaras, they recorded his glory. And when Bhojaraja asked about King Vikramaditya, one by one, apsaras told him about the glory of Vikramaditya. He is the greatest king which India has ever produced. He has conquered half the world. He was the most righteous king. See, other kings, we have heard of many of the kings who are conquerors. Alexander, Genghis Khan, they are ruthless. They killed people, mercilessly destroyed people. Whereas Vikramaditya was a very, very wise king. He protected people. He helped people. He never harassed people. He was representation of Yamadharmaraya, a lord of truth in the earth. So then the 32nd Apsara, when she tells the glory of Vikramaditya, her curse is gone and she disappears. Then Bhojaraja says, I don't have the ability to sit on this throne. This throne belongs to Vikramaditya. He is a great king. I don't even have one in 1 lakh percentage of his ability. That's why I can't sit on this throne. So he decides not to sit on this throne. Then all the 32 apsaras appear there and they bless him. See, you sit on this throne. Okay. You heard the story of King Vikramaditya. Even learn a small percentage of what he has done in life and do it in your life, and you will become great. And they bless him and they disappear. This is the story of just a throne of King Vikramaditya. There are many, many stories of King Vikramaditya. Many great things about King Vikramaditya. I'll tell you story of Vikramaditya some other times. There are so many stories how great King Vikramaditya was. Children, hope you enjoyed the stories. Story of King Vikramaditya. Let us complete with a prayer. Asatoma Sadgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritamgamaya Om Shanti Shanti
Shanti.
Shantihi.
Shanti.
Lokaha samastah.
Samasta.
Sukhino bhavantu.
Sukhino bhavantu.
Lokaha
Samasta.
Sukhino bhavantu.
Sukhino bhavantu.
Lokaha samastah.
Samasta. Lokaha samasta.
Sukhino bhavantu.
Sukhino bhavantu.
Harihi Om.
Hari Om.
Shri Gurubhyo Namaha.
Shri Gurubhyo Namaha.
Harihi Om.
Hari Om.
Okay, children, hope you enjoyed the story. Harsh, did you like the story?
Yes, Prabhuji.
What did you like?
His righteousness. Prabhuji, I want to hear the story of Ananta in the next storytelling session.
What do you want to hear?
The story of Ananta. The snake, the serpent.
Oh. Okay, Ananta Sheshanaga. Ananta, okay. I'll tell you sometime, okay? So, Sanvika, did you like the story?
Yes, Prabhuji, I like the story.
What did you like?
I like that King Vikramaditya was giving proper judgment, and I also like that all the angels telling the story to the King Boj.
Okay.
Nice story, Prabhuji. Thanks.
Okay. So, did you know such a great King Vikramaditya was there in our country? We don't study in the school, right?
Yes, Prabhuji.
And did you know that we celebrate every Deepavali, the New Year, because of King Vikramaditya?
No, Prabhuji.
No, Prabhuji. Today only I'm getting to know. I was just thinking that Rama is coming from Sri Lanka to India. That's all I knew.
No, that's one part of the story. Okay, it is called 2000. This is 2077 year of King Vikramaditya victory.
Okay, means it's not 2020.
It's not 2020.
Prabhuji, Vikramaditya and Alexander both conquered half the world, but they both are very different in ruling those.
Yes. Vikramaditya is very peaceful, everybody invited Vikramaditya, whereas Alexander and other guys ruthless, merciless. They were afraid of people. Alexander.
In the end, he got to know his mistake by a saint.
Sorry.
In the end, he got to know his mistake, no?
Yeah.
Because all the soldiers,
yes,
when they fought India, they were so strong that half the soldiers of Alexander had almost conquered half the world at that time.
Correct. So, what else did you like? Vedika?
Yes,
Sanvika?
Prabhuji.
Yeah, Vedika, what did you like?
I like that all the Apsaras told Bhojaraja that he cannot sit in that Simhasana.
Yeah.
I also like that he used his cleverness when Indra told him to tell who's the better of the two Apsaras.
Okay. So he was very smart, right? It's just one story. There are so many
Indra told
some stories of Vikramaditya.
tell who's the better of the two Apsaras.